Hey y'all, geeks and fans, welcome to Spectacular Inc. Radio, straight out theater review. Of course, this is Andre, and I got Junior today.
Hey.
Some son and father time. Yes. Really excited. We got we was able to actually, I think like win or whatever. However, we got the tickets. But it's good to have A-list anyway, regardless of the fact. So we was able to do the fan event for He-Man, Masters of the Universe. That's like way before, it's actually a little bit before my time too, but you know, I like the new Netflix He-Man Revelations, and then the other He-Man they did, Masters of the Universe. I love the cartoon that Netflix did. Of course, I've seen the older shows when I was a kid and stuff like that, but now we get to see a new iteration and we get to see it early. So you excited? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't really know much about He-Man and stuff like that, but hopefully he enjoys the movie. Follow, like, subscribe, all that grand stuff. We appreciate all the support. And, you know, I'm really excited. Yeah, anything you want to say or add? What you excited about? You saw the trailer and stuff. Saw the big green like tiger? Battle cat. Yeah. You don't know nothing about that. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what's going on in here. And appreciate y'all. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, baby. Yeah. After the movie. Yeah. We got our cup. It lights up. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah. You like that?
Yeah.
All right. So first, you know, as I always try to make sure I let Junior go first and let him know what he thought about the movie, and then I'll say my piece and stuff like that. So go ahead and tell him what you thought about the movie, how you like it. Masters of the Universe. Yeah. Come on, man, go ahead and tell them what you think.
I liked it though.
Okay. What was your favorite part?
When they tried to take the castle back.
Oh yeah, it's cool, right? Yeah. Anything else you want to add? Okay. All right. So for me, it was okay. I'm giving it a 5.5 out of 10. I saw where it said screenplay or written by and all that, and it was like at least 4, 5, 6 people. It makes sense. The script was kind of all over the place. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I'm not even going to lie. The script was kind of all over the place. Some of the fights weren't earned. There were 2 in particular that were earned. Dialogue, I felt like they were pushing they were kind of in the mid-tier serious elements, but it wasn't as serious as it needed to be. It was, you could tell some of the writing was just right for a He-Man Masters of the Universe movie. It was just right. But then it got real cringy, especially around the ending. The ending got real cringy. Eldris Elba did a fantastic job with what he had. He elevated as much as he could with the character. I think he is a great man at arms. Don't even get me wrong on that. I think he did a spectacular job, but they were not able to really solidify and mold the relationship with him and his daughter as much as it needed to be. I felt like a lot of things were rushed. The action elements were fantastic. That's by miles. That was so awesome. Jared Leto, I'm sorry guys, it's crazy to say this, and I know Jared Leto's weird, but I'm just gonna say this: he stole the whole movie. Him as Skeletor, whoever the casting director needs a raise for that. He did a magnificent job playing Skeletor, like fan freaking tastic. Like the one of the best villain scenes I've seen in years. I'm saying one of. I'm putting it on the level of Thanos and Infinity War. Yep, I don't care. You can get mad about it. I don't care. It's on this level. There's a scene. Of course, I'm not going to spoil the movie or anything like that. But mid-tier, closest to the end, the way he was dealing with He-Man was warping dimensions. Bro, that thing was funny. No, it was hilarious. It was like just, he did an awesome job. I can't even, that scene like made the movie be 5.5 out of 10. I mean, it was more teetering 4, but that pushed it up. Action was great though, like, you know what I'm saying, and then the guy that played, he did a great job to play He-Man. He elevated as much as he could. Do stay for is a mid-credit scene and a end-credit scene. I'm not going to tell you what happens. Of course, we're not going to spoil it for you or anything like that. But do stay after the credits. There is a mid-credit scene and an end-credit scene, so stay for those. But yeah, 5.5 out of 10. There were times I was just rolling my eyes. I was kind of like, all right, man, and just like, really? And it was a lot of those moments, unfortunately. I wanted to love it way more. I'm not necessarily knocking Travis Knight is a spectacular director. So I just felt like because I remember seeing an interview about about this movie, and he was talking about how it was in production hell and how he was trying to. It's a lot of things he had to do to try to get it out of it, to get it out of that and everything like that. So if I don't knock Travis for this though, I'm not putting all the blame on him. I feel like it was kind of already there, and they was like, well, you know, direct what you can, and so I'm not gonna really put all the blame on him. I'm just gonna, all right, you know, kind of bad day at the office a little bit and stuff like that. So I do want to see something that he's fully like Travis, like he did with Bumblebee. Fully, you know, hey, I got my hands on, blah, blah, blah. And of course, that's one of the best Transformers movies. I put it right up there with the first one, like magnificent Transformers movie. So, of course, Cubo and the Two Street, come on, you know, like he's a sensational director. It's just, I don't know, I feel like it was just a lot of hands in a pot with this movie. It was just too many hands in it. And I don't know how it's going to do at the box office. I'm just going to be honest with you. I feel like the diehard fans and people who grew up with the old cartoon and stuff like that. I'm not even gonna hold you. I feel like Netflix with the animated show had some better story plots that they could have borrowed from that and came up with a story. I feel like it was just a lot of, and it was some scenes, it was just a lot of standing around. I'm just like, you could have did something. Why didn't this happen? The things with his parents could have been done better. I'm not disappointed. I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. Like, this was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you expected an Angus steak burger, you know what I'm saying, from Roof Chris, and then you got a Whopper from Burger King. There's nothing wrong with a Whopper from Burger King. Okay, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Got your lettuce, got your tomato, got your onions. Oh, you good. You know what I'm saying? But it just wasn't like what I was expecting. I don't know. It got real cheesy, real bad. It got cheesy bad. And I'm talking hard bad. I was like, bro, what the freak is this, bro? Like, come on, man. And I'm like, I don't know. I'll talk about it more on the podcast. That's all I'm gonna say. 5.5 out of 10. That's all I'm gonna say. But I will say this: if you're a diehard He-Man fan, please go support it. Hopefully, it makes enough money that they can do a sequel, and then let him and his team do what they need to do instead of, and let him iron it out or whatever like that. He can hire better writers, and then that way they can make the sequel better, because they're with the mid credit scene and the end credit scene gives you things to look forward to. So, but yeah, just let Travis handle it moving forward if you guys going to do a sequel. But like I said, if you're a diehard fan, go check it out. I think you would just enjoy it. I mean, and we saw it in Dolby, so but yeah, that's kind of my impression. They got some of the dopest popcorn buckets and cups, and you got the light up cup there. They got the He-Man sword. They got the Gray Skull. I did some of the videos trying to get as much as I could. But yeah, it's definitely great on that and stuff like that. And I mean, if you're a He-Man fan, it's good that we have this and stuff like that. But I felt like it could have been better. And then the relationship between him and I forgot the girl's name, Warrior Goddess. That was really awkward. It was just kind of clunky with that and stuff like that. But I ain't gonna keep rambling on. Talk about more on the podcast. I'm Andre Brown, Spectacular Radio, straight out of Theater Review, Masters of the Universe. This is Junior. Hey. All right, we'll see you guys next time. I appreciate the support. Follow, like, subscribe, all that grand stuff, and I'll see y'all.